Hi, Vanner family. I misplaced my glasses. So I'm going to do this video without glasses on. I know I used to do videos randomly with glasses on or off, but I think they're in the kitchen. I don't know. See, this is the problem with having more space. You put stuff down and you don't know where you've put it. I think they're in the kitchen. I do not feel like getting up right now. I need to get this Mental Health Monday video out. I've done something to my shoulder, so I have an injury. If you see me messing with it, that's because I'm in pain. I was experiencing a great deal of anxiety as I was driving from Arizona to Virginia. I mean, in hindsight, it may have been premonitions as to what was going on here. It may have been mother instinct. It may have been woman's instinct. It may have been my guardian angel. It may have been so many numerous things that was causing the anxiety. At the time that I was traveling, though, I did not know what was happening here. So I think as I was traveling, I had an aha moment, and I'm trying to think, where was I when that? I think I was laying in bed, not sleeping again, at a truck stop, Pilot, and I want to say we were either in Oklahoma or perhaps Texas. I honestly don't remember where we were, but I remember laying there saying to myself, that's why I feel so anxious. And what it was, my hormones are seriously affecting my anxiety as I get older. Now, I haven't officially documented this. I have not officially charted it or gotten any blood work done, but I'm realizing that as I was traveling back here and having all that anxiety, my monthly cycle started early. So I've been having some real issues with that. Probably the last 6 months or so. It has been very, I get it every month, but it's been changing. I'm one of those women who other women can regulate me. And even though women are in menopause, they don't realize that each month they still have a hormonal something that they go through. They just don't have a cycle. I was telling Miss V this. I think that she was regulating me at some point because we seem to be very catty and at the same time of the month. Except I would then follow up a few days later with a cycle and she doesn't. So it's like, yeah, that makes sense. So I really honestly believe that my hormones were making my anxiety kick up a little bit more, plus the fact that I was traveling during that time as well. I think both of those things, and I wasn't sleeping well. I've lost weight, so there was like a bunch of factors happening, and I think the travel just took it above. It kind of kicked the anxiety up some, the traveling, because you're worried about, getting those miles under your belt. You're looking at the gas prices and how much money you've set aside, and are you going to have enough? And I wasn't sleeping well at the truck stops. So I just think all of those things came into play while I was traveling across the country. Now, I definitely need to get some blood work done. I definitely need to see where my hormone levels are. And this, guys, is for you too, because men, if you're suffering from any kind of depression or mental health issues or anxiety, get your hormones checked. And I had a dear friend reach out to me and kind of exclamation point on this to me, because she's an RN and she had been suffering for years with what she thought was just bipolar. And when her hormones got checked, they got them regulated and she started to feel normal, much better. So guys also can have hormone issues as well that can be misdiagnosed as part of your mental illness. And sometimes you just need your hormones regulated and things will plateau out and level out. And you might not need a mental health medication, or you may need a very lower dose of a mental health medication if your hormones are messing up your anxiety, your depression, your bipolar, and all that other stuff. So that is my aha moment. Get my hormones checked, because I am in the particular age of life where I do believe I'm starting to become premenopausal. Although I was hoping I'd be done by this age. Oh gosh. I want to say my mom was almost done with menopause by the time she was 50. I really believe she was either in it already or you know, over that hill, you know, going on the downslope of the hill. But I thought surely I would be done. But get your hormones checked. That's what I'm saying. That's what this boils down to. Whether or not you suffer from mental health issues does not matter. But if you find yourself more short, more curt, more distracted, more anxious, nervous, whatever, just out of your norm, go get a physical done and get your blood work done and get your hormones checked and see if everything's okay there. Then go get therapy. Everyone needs therapy. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting therapy and talking to someone. That doesn't mean you got to get on pills, but talk therapy does wonders. It really does. Just having that person who is that professional who can let you talk and who can take those notes and who can ask those probing, open-ended questions that make you think and go, oh, and connect the dots that you're missing, being on the inside of the situation and not being able to see everything for what it is. Therapy helps. So that's my 2 cents as far as what's going on with my anxiety. I totally think hormones are messing with my anxiety. Anyway. I hope this helps you. I hope you glean a little bit from these Mental Health Mondays. They're not super long and they're really very personal, because I'm basically sharing with you a lot of times things that I'm learning about myself as I walk through this part of my journey, which is my mental health journey. And I know right now, I know that my anxiety is kicked up because of the things that are going on here with my family. But I'm also realizing that I'm having some anxiety about not having my home. Like, I'm really scared. Like, I'm having some fears about, I don't have a home. Like, I feel homeless right now, for lack of a better phrase. I don't have a home. Just because I'm inside, this is not my home. So I really feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have a home. I have a place to lay my head. I have a place to sleep. But this is not my home. This is a temporary situation, and I need to find something for several reasons. One, because if I get a job, I've got to get back and forth to work. Two, I need to be of assistance to my son with helping to either pick up, drop off, or both for my granddaughter. And run errands and get groceries and stuff like that while he's working if I'm not working. And three, I need a home. So I'm really starting to, and I think it kicked up for me late last night, because I did not sleep last night much at all. I think I got like 3 hours of sleep last night. And I think I woke up and I sat straight up in the dark and I said, oh my gosh, I don't have a home. I said that out loud, audibly. I don't have a home. And my heart just started beating really fast. Like I felt like I was having a little bit of a panic attack. So it was like, I don't have a home. I just sold my home. Like that's like, it took me about 15 minutes to kind of bring myself back down. But anyway, anxiety, she's a son of a gun. Don't let your anxiety take over. Find someone to get peer support with in person. Find a online forum of some sort, but don't let it consume you, because we can easily live in that anxiety, and that's not where you want to be living. That's not where you want to be spending your time. You don't want to be comfortable with that anxiety. You really don't. You want to figure out what the root of it is and see if you can solve it on your own. If you can't figure out the root or solve it on your own, definitely seek some kind of help. There are a lot of places that have sliding fee scale therapy. Do Google searches and figure out what is in your area. So let's talk about our anxiety down in the comments below. If you're willing to share, go ahead. I'll be down there keeping the conversation going. So definitely, let's talk about it. What are your things? What causes you to have anxiety? Do you have like social anxiety? Do you have work performance anxiety? What kind of anxiety do you have? And what kind of irrational things does your anxiety make you believe or to succumb to over the years, over the months, over the weeks? Are you in the middle of anxiety crisis right now? Or how have you overcome your anxiety? What do you do when you have a panic attack? Do you just breathe through it? Do you have a mantra you say to yourself? Do you have meditation that you use? I've tried all of those things and they do help depending on where I am. I can do either all of them, or I can just breathe, or I can talk to myself. I have a line that I say over and over. How do you deal with your anxiety? What are you learning for your coping mechanisms? All right. Go down below. Let's comment. Let's chat it up. Let's support each other. This is peer support, and let's be of support to each other. I hope you enjoyed today's Daily Dose and Mental Health Monday. And if you are enjoying these, go over to Patreon to support them for just $1 a month. And for just a little bit more, you can gain access to the podcast. I love you guys. Mwah. I'll see you tomorrow.